Well, hey guys, welcome back. This is Lynx Savage coming at you with another episode of Brutal Lynx. And we're going to continue on with this whole house series, mostly because it's the least depressing thing to talk about going on in today's world. Yeah, I could be talking about a whole bunch of other shit, and as far as I'm concerned, from the way I have been treated by people who I am with, who I am for, who I'm fighting for, including myself, I got nothing. I got nothing. They don't give a shit about what I got to say, so fuck it. Anyhow, back to this house stuff. So, last we left off, and I'm looking a little scruffy, but deal with it. Um, last we left off, I was in the process of trying to get the clear to close, and it was driving me absolutely batshit crazy. If you recall back to the part about securing a mortgage, I told you there was a part that is completely out of your hands. You've done everything that you can do, and from that point forward, it's out of your hands. And that's where I was the last time. But since then, we closed. Yes! I closed on the house on Wednesday, which is great. This was last Wednesday. We went down there on Thursday night, took a list of everything that we wanted to have fixed, repaired, replaced, whatever. Went back on Friday with the contractor, made sure that he knew exactly what we wanted to have done, got our estimate. Good thing we're friends with our contractor because we got a great deal on this estimate because we're basically renovating the entire rental unit. So below will be a link to my Instagram, and on my Instagram you'll be able to find all the pictures of the unit before. It started demolition on Saturday, so I don't have any pictures of the demolition, but it really was nuts. I mean, the bank, and don't be shocked or freaked out by it, because I was already freaked out by it, and I'm telling you to not be freaked out by it. Whether we closed early, which we did, or whether we closed at our actual date, which was the 15th, which is later on this week, had we closed on either one of those dates, this still would have happened. Banks like to make 11th hour scary shit. I think they like it. Because we were set to close on the 9th, and we didn't even get the clear to close until the 9th, the afternoon of the 9th. I ended up closing that night and had to go back the next day to pick up stuff. Now, here's what you want to try to check out before you close. These are things to ask your mortgage loan officer. You want to ask him if there are any lock-in rate deals. Now, a lot of times if you have a good mortgage guy, he'll tell you about them. He'll be like, oh, we got this great lock-in rate where you can lock in at 4% and you'll get X amount back. Well, that's exactly what we did. I locked in at 4%, which is a great rate, 4% fixed rate. That's why you want good credit, people. Remember, fixed rate. So I got locked in at 4%, and I actually got $4,500 back from what we paid. Like, there were no closing costs. There were no closing costs. Now, partly because we did overpay our down payment. Down payment was supposed to be 2.5%. We put down 5, and given that we only needed 2.5%, they gave us back a whole shit ton of money for that, which all went to closing costs. If you find, when you go through your house with the inspector, that is for your edification, and it's for your information. So that way you know what's wrong with the house, what's not wrong with the house, and you can decide if that house is right for you. Luckily for us, everything that we saw was mostly cosmetic fixes, and anything that was structural was actually really minor. So we came off real easy with that. But if you can go ahead and find all that out and get an estimate, you can actually talk to the sellers and hope that the sellers will at least give you half of the money for it, at the very least. I always say ask for half of it because you are buying this house and you're inheriting any troubles that come with it. Naturally, you should be expected to pay something for those fixes and repairs and everything else. And when you ask for half, a lot of the real estate brokers will tell the seller, that's a great deal. because they could have asked for all of it, and instead they only asked for half. So we got half of that cost back from them, plus the 4.5K that we got back from locking in the rate. So ask about the locked in rates. Ask if there are any deductions that can be made based on insurance and stuff like that. So basically, if you're not in the flood zone and you don't have to deal with that type of insurance, what you might want to try to do is actually have your car insurance moved over to the same people that are insuring the house. Why? Well, when you do that, you end up saving money because you have more than one thing going on with them. And a lot of these insurance places have deals and rates and all this other craziness for when you use them for more than one type of insurance. So if you move your car insurance on over to the same place as doing your house insurance, you'll walk away with lower house insurance. So when they first did the loan estimate, they did it based on a $2,000 insurance guess. And that really wasn't the case and or needed because the car is with the insurance guy, and we have the other house with the same insurance, so they gave us a great deal. I think it only cost us $1,200 a year, and less actually. I think it's $1,175. So you end up saving on that end too. So be sure to ask about lock-in rates, insurance deals, things like that. Don't be afraid of a house that has oil heat because you can convert it to gas. And if you're in Massachusetts, there's an entire service called Mass Saves, where they will actually give you all the different people that will give you a 0% loan on converting the house to gas. So you'll get deals on all of the equipment to do the conversion. You'll get discounts on them, along with a loan to have it performed, and it's a 0% loan, so you don't have to worry about paying back more than what you borrowed or anything else like that. And that's through Mass Saves. That's masssaves.com. And you might want to check them out in order to figure out about gas conversion. Don't be afraid of it. I say do it. You'll get a great deal on the house that might have oil. Go on ahead and just deal with the conversion. Other than that, I can't wait to see what things are going to look like in the very end. During demolition, we found some very interesting pieces of the house that were covered. I mean, literally just a board of sheetrock covering it, and that's it. But like they're pillars. I didn't know there was a pillar. Like, pillar? What the fuck? It looks great. So you'll find out a lot of shit while you are doing demolition. I tried to get some pictures of the demolition or maybe take some video. I don't know how far they're going to get today while I'm at work. They might just have, a whole lot of shit done by the time I get out of work. But the things we're having replaced, it had drop ceilings. So we're having new ceilings put in. We're ripping up the rug. We're going to refinish the floors ourselves. We're having the kitchen tiled, granite countertops, new bathroom basically because we're tiling it. We pulled off the wall board. That's going to get plastered over and then painted. We had to replace the sink, the toilet, the vanity because the vanity was hideous. New lights, new everything. So the bathroom is going to be great. The kitchen's going to be great. We just picked up a bigger stove for that because right now it has this little tiny 20-inch stove. So we got a 24-inch stove, something that looks a little more substantial, which is great. 4 inches does make a difference. Jesus, what else? Oh God, the bedroom is having the ceiling replaced, some doors replaced. We're having a closet built into what we are going to sell as the other bedroom, because it really is a 2-bedroom apartment, but the second bedroom is in the center in between everything, and that's kind of stupid. So we're going to build a closet in the front and sell the front room as the master bedroom, and then you have the center room as the living room that leads into the kitchen, which leads to the other bedroom and the bathroom and the out back deck. Took all the measurements I needed, so that hot tub is on the way. I can't wait. We're going to put in the order for that shortly. And that's about it. I mean, I'll take pictures of the demo, and I'll try to take a video or something while I'm actually doing some stuff. We have the contractor doing a lot of work because we need it done quickly, but there's stuff that we're going to do ourselves. And the stuff that we do ourselves, I'll try to take video of it so that way you guys can see. It's not that hard to, pick up a hammer and put in a little sweat equity, okay? Sweat equity, that's where you're not spending any money to make somebody else do shit. You're doing it yourself, and what you're doing is adding value to the house. When you add value to the house, just renovating this one apartment is going to add value to the house. And once you add value to the house, you're already in the black. In terms of if you had to sell or anything else, you're already in the black. You've already made money on the house. Given the appraisal and what we paid, we're already making money on the house. Now with the renovations and what we get afterwards, we're going to be making money on the house. This is the whole plan. This is the whole idea. If you listen to someone like Boyce Watkins, where he says, and like I said, I listen to him for financial stuff, everything else, sometimes he's on point, sometimes he's not, but that's not the point of his channel. His channel is all about finances, okay? And one of his big things is that black folks, stop having one source of income, okay? If you just have a job and you have no other sources of income, you're not actually making money. You're not. And you have no job security. None. What you want is multiple streams of income. So that way, if you lose your job, you're not left destitute. That way, you don't need your job. You're working because you want to. You're working because you want toys. Basically, the job I work right now, after the purchase of this house, once we rent out the units, this job does nothing but pay for my car. That's it. Pays for my car. Pays for me to be able to do fun stuff to the car. Pays for us to be able to go on vacation without having to use credit. Pays for us to be able to, make improvements to the house without any worries of money. This is what the goal is. You see, having multiple streams of income doesn't necessarily mean having multiple jobs. It means having multiple sources of income. Legal sources, please. Legal sources. And that is my goal for everyone in telling you about this whole real estate adventure and this whole real estate market thing that we're doing. Damn, I forgot my ring. This whole real estate thing that we're doing is so that we have multiple streams of income, so that way we don't have to work. That way we work because we want to keep busy. We work because we want to buy toys. It's called independently wealthy. Because once we get the third house, and that's going to probably be a few years from now, and of course I'll take you through that. But once we get the third house, it's truly independently wealthy. Truly. By means of, you really don't have to work to pay for your car. You don't have to work to go on vacation. You don't have to work to do any of this because all of these houses are generating so much income for you. You can work on your own side projects if you want to. You can work on your own side business if you want to. And that is what this whole adventure is all about. That's what this whole goal is for us as black people, as black gay people, no less. There's a lot within our power that we can do to be better, to live better, to just enjoy life more. And it's not necessarily always in the hands of the man. You have to get out there and you have to actively do stuff. You have to actively find your freedom. So that's all I got. There'll be a link to my Instagram down below so you guys can see the before pictures of the house, which, nothing special. And then I'll see if I can get some pictures of the demo. And of course, then later on, there'll be video of us doing work. And I'll probably take some video going through the house. I need my own HGTV channel. That's what I need, my own show. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe here to Brutal Lynx at YouTube. You can also look up Brutal Lynx or Brutal Lynx Bear on Facebook, and you'll find me there. Like the fan page. Don't forget to like the Big Boy Project as well. And that is all I got. You can also follow me on Twitter at Lynx Savage. And on Instagram, I believe I'm Lynx Savage on Instagram. I can't fucking remember. Don't worry, it'll be in the description box below. So that's it. You guys have a good one until our next video, which will probably be a little later in the week when I take some pictures and take some video of the demolition or any improvements that they're already doing. Talk to you guys later.